Just give me 1 second. And can somebody go to the YouTube and confirm that you guys can hear me as well and see on my YouTube live as well? Just give few seconds. I think now you can see as well. Can you see now? All right. So yeah, so let me walk you through. I mean, is exactly the setup I was looking for. So I'm still waiting. I'm not in the position right now. But it was extended when it moved and made the new pre-market high at around, close to 7, I guess. Yeah, 7:30. So my first short entry was at when we see a 3 bars play on this consolidation, and then I added here. Uh, a couple of times I added and I reduced it when it started moving back up, but then ultimately I stopped out here somewhere. And at one time, I guess I was up close to $800, but then I give it back everything. So I'm now almost after commission, maybe $50, $60. And if you look at it here, the reason I didn't try again while I was with you, look at again, this is the same area where it's bouncing. So, so So that's exactly it becomes a trade plan as well. We need to closely watch this, whether the NQ can break this level or no. If NQ can break this level, then we can see a downside move, and we can see a downside move like, this, and maybe uh, come below and retest the prior day low, which is we know that if we close the pre-market data, you can see that the prior day low is around 2980, and it could very well be just moving up. Doesn't really, just come back to the VWAP. And if I open it now, you can see I think VWAP is close to 20,310. So it's likely possible that it just flush here and then again bounce back up. Right now, it is coming down, but right now I'm chatting with you, so I don't want to take a trade at this point. We need to do the analysis before we do anything else. So uh, I will just pass this trade for now, but it looks good. This is exactly the setup I was waiting for. So let's look at the overall market context. See, market is really bullish, very interestingly moving up. If you look at the weekly chart, you will see that we are right now, we are again in the same zone. Uh, and if you look at the November 5th, and we all know what happened November 5th, the election. And if you look at the election results came in here. So we are right now way above the election uh, breakout day. So we're really moving towards again the new highs. We're looking short term really definitely extended, but trend is still up. So we need to look for the right opportunity for going along. At the same time, look for the right opportunity for shorting it, because if you're gonna short randomly, just gonna get squeezed out. See, look at this trade is now working really well, but I'm not in the trade. Very nice consolidation if you look at it here again on the 2 minute side. Yeah, if I'm not doing the live trading, then then I would have taken it. The reason only because I don't want to be get distracted while speaking with you and trading. So when we do the live trading, we'll do that. But right now I'm explaining you more detail about the plan, so I just don't want to get distracted. So this is my sacrifice for you guys. Okay, so see, but now I think we're gonna find more opportunities. That's fine if you miss. I'm not red. I'm still break even, so no problem. So now if you look at this seal, it is really nicely shaping up. You know, we have all the opportunities for going short, but always remember market is really bullish. So when market is bullish, if you recall, when market was bearish, market suddenly go up, up, and up, and then anywhere it stop and coming down. Do you recall? Do you recall? Right? So that's exactly the same way it is right now. The market is now long. So market can go up, 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 and then suddenly going to pull back, and you're gonna think, okay, there is no level here, there's nothing, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. There's sudden liquidity gonna come in, and then move back up. And you're gonna be surprised how come it didn't touch the prior day close, it didn't touch the VWAP. So if you look at this, look at this bounce even way below, way above the VWAP. VWAP is on 21,310, but it came down a little bit and just moved back up. Why? Nobody knows. Okay, this is the way market is. So when market is extremely one-sided, that's what happens. You're gonna get the extreme pullbacks to shake you out from the trade. Here you go. Now another downside. It shake you out. So this was just a shakeout movement uh, for those who are weekend, and then here you go. They think that now market is going back up again. They might have went long or flipped the position and dumped. So that's exactly what happened. That anywhere is just going to go bounce, and you're gonna see the sudden reactions in the market. So that's very typical uh, for the market when market is on the extended on the one side of the trend. So our approach is very simple. Uh, First resistance would be the yesterday high and the pre-market high. We need to see that whether the market can break those. And if those break those, we need to be very carefully enter, not on the breakout, but on the right place. And if we want to short, we for the ES we cannot short unless it comes below this level, which is created now, or below the 5,900, which was the pre-market low. So unless we don't see clearly coming down market here, it is going to be way harder for us to short. Uh, and only reason is because then if you look at the 30 minutes and 30 minutes on this window, if you look at it here, it is still very nicely consolidating from the yesterday morning. So if this is the yesterday morning, if you remember, um, from 58.96 to the 59.25, so almost 30 points range for the whole yesterday morning, afternoon, overnight session, and I mean now in the pre-market session. Everything is within 25, points, which is really, light. And that was the reason that I was shorting the NQ today. I was not shorting ES because there is not much momentum. But if you look at the NQ moved from 21370 to 23120, so almost 50 points range, which is typical. If you if you have read my book, I always recommend for NQ taking 20 points risk and making a 40 points move profit. So this is a perfect 22, 1:2 risk reward trades. But today is a day where we expect more, 1:3, 1:4, given the market extension. When my extension pulls back, you give a big reward, but maybe you need to manage the risk and maybe you need to take more than one attempt. You might not going to be successful in the one attempt. So, um, idea for how to trade extension is that always manage the risk, go small, and once you see the trend is in your favor, that's the only way you basically uh, go and add into the position, um, and uh, little more and push the size. Just give me 1 second. I'll be back. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. So any question? Any question, guys, on the plan for today? Our plan is simple today. Um, Not very complicated. Sorry, go ahead. Did you say anything? Yeah. So plan is clear. We need to just patiently wait for the right setup. because there might be in one-sided move initially, then maybe the reversal. It could be a little complicated, but once the trend is established, it's going to be much easier to watch. So right now, I'm really tempted to take a short because we've done the analysis, but right now we're very close to the VWAP. Um, um, and if you look at the NQ 5 minutes, it's just 4 5 minutes red bars. It is still likely, I feel like, can retest the VWAP, but risk to reward is not really clean. Any one of you taken while I was talking, or everybody was focused on listening? Or today? What about today? All right. So how about you guys go into YouTube, give us a thumbs up and share. And feel free to turn on the microphone and see if you have any questions. Today we have less people. I mean, why? What's going on? Let's see how many people are online. Yeah, we see some people online, but not here. Uh, yeah. So yeah, any question, guys? Did you guys trade anything in afternoon yesterday? So Tuesday, I basically message again. So we just did the first half an hour. So now we'll do the first half an hour on Tuesday, 9 to 10 o'clock, because I have to go at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is my commitment somewhere. So I have to be there. Uh, so we'll do the just half an hour every Tuesday now. Mhm. So same thing if we're gonna go here. So the high of the yesterday is 59.25. Okay. For ES, it's much cleaner if we get below 5,900 because there's a lot of consolidation below that, on the top side. So it might be choppy. It's better to wait for the break of 5,900. Yeah. So see, there's a pre-market low at 58.96. We want this price to come somewhere close to here. But see, you see here, this is a rising 50 SMA. So likely possible that we're gonna go here and somewhere we're gonna break here. You're gonna see it's breaking. That's where you can enter when you see a little, add the 50 SMA on a 30 minutes chart. It'll just give you a little bit more context. Uh, because see, this is a rising SMA. So I don't think so that we should be going short unless we break this. There might be a bounce here. We exactly has bounce on the 50 SMA. Right here, this one. This bounce is on the 50 SMA. So it seems like that 50 SMA is reacting and is rising. So unless you see a candle forming below that, I think that's where we can short it with the risk of again reclaiming the 50 SMA. So we are right. See, exactly. Again bounced without even reaching to the VWAP NQ. So that's the mystery of the extended market. So now it's consolidation, another 5 minutes of consolidation, and I think VWAP is still 2310. So any question, Dan, John, Vivek, Miguel? Yeah, protect your make sure that you can always if you go, for instance, if you go usually one ES, so make sure that you try MES today, and then you can add to your position once you see the trend in your direction. Um, because today could be a big move day, and if that happens, then you can add and build on the position. But if you need to take one or two attempt, you not need to be worried because you still have a cushion. I mean, they both gonna move. And only reason I attempted the pre-market because that the ES was still within the consolidation phase, and NQ has a much bigger range. So for instance, if I go one ES contract, uh, at the same time when I showed it, if you look at just look at the 2 minutes together, okay? So I basically went close to 7:30 when I see this candle. This is here. So if I showed it here, look at this, is only moved 5 points. I might not have even made the profit. I might likely be the red on the trade. But given I know uh, that if this the prior day high breaks, and for ES the prior day high is on the top side, so uh, still above it. So ES has not yet reached and retested the prior day high, but NQ has did, and then moved back up and then failing it. So my assertion was is my view was it okay, if this fails, then it's going to fail this one, and then it's going to go to VWAP, and that's what my target is. But unfortunately, it has a really whole bounce, and then so I don't want to wait that long, so I stopped out. But if you look at that was exactly the plan, move back up here. But it's just when after the once market open, if the I wouldn't recommend trading ES unless it breaks 5,900, or as I explained that, because if it's not going to break, you're not going to see this range, because see, look at how big is the ranges from 58.36 to all the way 58.90. This range is only going to be available for us to trade once price is going to come below that. If it's not coming below, then it's just going to chop in 20 points range, which is too less for us to make money. Even you will be directionally right. If price is not moving, then you're not going to make money. So no go area before 5,900, but NQ still have a bigger range, so we can still trade the NQ. Yeah, yeah. That's a typical way to frustrate you. Um, yeah, it's very common, and you're still lucky. Yeah, it's still lucky that came down a little bit. Otherwise, would have seen that it may not have been come. It will come after hours. That's the way the algo manage the liquidity market makers. If they see that there are a lot of order flows stuck on the put side, they're never going to let the price come down. And they know the market is extended. So a lot of retail traders going to short. See, and I remember, if you remember, I always tell you guys the number one rule of trading the extension is that when you think that it's extended, just wait 2 more days. Just wait 2 more days. Because whenever you think its extension is too extended, is always take 2 more days to come down. Similarly, when you see the downside is you see it's too extended, just wait 2 more days. So example here, you know, so you were thinking, oh, market is too extended here, just wait 2 more days, right? So that's always the case. Always wait two more candles. And is the same rule apply for intraday? So if you think that the market has moved a lot and you think that there is no level, but market is just keep moving up, just wait two more candles. So can you agree? How did you hear about us? If you want to type, you can type as well. Okay, so it's still balancing. We're still holding it. So any other, so see, look at the Tesla. Tesla has already reached to 345. Uh, a big move in Tesla. So until I think until yesterday, it was just sideways, and then suddenly it started moving back up in the afternoon, I guess. Similarly, NVDA is almost 135 now. Yeah, I think AMD is also jumping. Um, final, you look at the finally NVIDIA. See, that's the beauty that how they, put the trend in. They put the people chase, and then they will see here. I remember very much that. Uh, look at this one. So look at this trend. I think you can see the full. Let me just bring it here. So, so if you look at it, this is the trend. Only how many months last from September to February? Okay, 5 months, and then whole 1.5 year, all the retailers are just trying to go long here and just keep losing money. Nothing else happened. Clear downtrend up to this point where it came to 80, 70 points. And now, when everybody has lost, all the retail traders have lost money swinging, buying options. And then what happened? Now, look at this 118. It continues 3 weeks. And I'm telling you, in no time, you're going to see uh, it can just go here again, right? Within this range. Uh, have the resistance here. Uh, but, that's the way market functions. So, NQ again breaking down without me, man. I hate this now. Uh, okay. NQ is retesting the VWAP. So that's the way market does, right? They let you chase, and then they remove the liquidity from the market for that stock, and then retail just think that again the next leg's going to come back. Look at the Tesla. I think there's nothing exactly that same thing happened in Tesla. So from October to December, 1 month from 200 to 500, and then just imagine how many people have lost so much money in just going long into last 4 months, right? At the end of December to all the way to the March, and now it's just flying back up again. So typical way the market algo functions. They basically analyze the uh, retail traders, their Reddit, their behaviors, what they're looking for, you know, and they dump on you. So always be smart. Just like we being smart in the last few days, last few months, and we're going to be smart today as well, making sure that feel, we don't do what we feel, we do what we see, right? Um, so what does it really mean? It really means that we know that where market is, we know what other resistances are, we know what is market support is, uh, but we can't just jump on any idea without the right structure. So E is holding the VWAP. Look at this one. So is holding VWAP, and Q is also holding the VWAP. Um, yeah, I think that's exactly my target was. So if I was in the trade, that was my target. See, NVIDIA is a prime company, so yeah, so NVIDIA is a really good company. And this is more AI. AMD chips are just the computer chips, right? I don't think so. They are AI chips. AMD doesn't have the AI. They have AI, okay. So, but why there was no, buying happening from the institutions from the last, whole. Mm, yeah. All right. So so we have the evening methodology class as well. Um, Today we are going to look at the some of the back testing principles, that how you can do the back test, the short side setups. We're gonna do some replays together with the entry and exit, and we'll walk you through the with the checklist, that what are the things you need to look for the entry confirmation, execution, and exit. So that will be a really helpful session. So those who are not part of the methodology sessions, think from the perspective that if you're serious about it, about your trading, you should. We created the ecosystem here, um, which basically talks about that how you can be more successful, the whole system. So you read books, you get the Substack review every day to get the market context. This is very important, right? Every day when you finish your day, check what your plan was, whether that plan, if you're not part of the LiveEdge, then uh, then you might be preparing your own plan. So but whatever the situation is, that if you are with me, then look at my plan, and then if you make changes in your plan based on my analysis, then you note down on your paper, write it down, and once you note it down, then what you need to do is to make sure after the session you go back and review that whether you were right on your analysis or not, because uh, you won't be able to figure out, um, or you may not be able to improve if you don't know whether you're wrong in your analysis or you're wrong in your execution. So very important for you to track your analysis. And then we have, paid resources. Within that we have a, LiveEdge membership, we have a methodology classes. So feel free to come and join us. It's very important, if you're really serious about your improving your day trading, then be part of the complete ecosystem. Hi Lulu, I think Lulu is there. So how is saying hi on the main screen? How we can move him to the LiveEdge? Miguel, can you message him on the main session? Thank you. All right, so I think it's getting weak now. It's retesting the VWAP. Uh, yeah, and also, meantime you're waiting, can you just go back to the YouTube channel and then just like, give a thumbs up and share? Really appreciate it. Right. So see, we are still waiting. Our plan is very clear today. Uh, we're looking for the failure on the upside so we can go short. But we don't have as such any agenda to just to short, right? We will look for the short opportunities as well as we look for the long opportunities. We know market is an extension phase, so we need to be very cautious about the long. And at the same time, since market is in the bullish parabolic mode, we can take the front side shorts. Okay, we need to look for the right setup to go the back side when the market has already made the first move, and then we can enter into the second move. So we do not need to uh, guess that this is going to be uh, the short. So Meta is also over 661. So they made really big moves. Very nicely. Market has moved really well. Nobody who was expecting this. Nobody was expecting this the way market moved. Now we don't hear from Elon about the Doge. We don't hear anything about China anymore. So they created the panic, and then done, right? I mean, after the pause, everything just disappeared. Oof. So crazy, isn't it? The way market functions sometimes. I basically s- I basically sold all my uh 401k yesterday. So is on cash now. So I will just wait for the pullback, and then I will buy back again. And if market wants to go further up a little bit, I'm fine with it. Because any time is there will be a pullback. Yeah, see here. So Mark ES is holding VWAP and also holding 5910. That is really crazy because if it breaks this, it can go further parabolic and go back to 5950 or 5970. Uh, you know, it can really be very parabolic. So we need to be very careful on those parabolic days. Right. So again, bouncing here. VWAP is a good bounce. You want me to create this big or small? It's fine. This looks good. Okay. Hi Lulu. Hi Salty. Any question, guys? I think Lulu is trying to say something. Dan, any question, Dan? So, doctor, any improvement based on after joining our group? Do you feel any improvement? You're doing well? Okay, all right. So yeah, all right, perfect. Yeah, as far as so keep me posted if you need any additional help or something. Just ping me. Yeah. So see, it's still very much bullish setup above the VWAP. Um, um, Definitely below the yesterday high, but still in the consolidation on the upside of the range. So let's see what happens. I think there might be a once false break out, market going to move back up and then down, or maybe first break down, then move back, squeeze everyone up, and then fail it again. It could be two of these scenarios, but I don't think so. Market going to go stay in the same spot here. It's getting boring, I know, but we need to wait before we trade. Still moving nicely. Do you guys have any questions? I'll just take a few minutes of break and I'll come back. Any question, guys? All right, okay. Do you hear some sound in the background? So whose microphone is open? Yep, I mean, so I think so this range is the salty. So this range for me is not tradable because look at it's only 20 points range. So we need to wait for the range to break between 5,900 to 5,930. In either way, without this, we can't trade that. I will be back in a few minutes. Already, okay, so based on this structure, if you look at it on the 2 minutes, we have a high, you have a lower high, and so this is low, and then we have a lower low. So now this is a question. We have a trend line here, both side. Okay, so we need to see whether market move back up or move down. So it's very nice structure created. Let me just put the lines here, so then we know at the time market going to break, what's going to happen here. Okay, so we have clear lower high and lower low structure has been in place. We need to see what happens here. Today, given the market structure is, we'll keep the pre-market data open on this on the both side. So we can see clearly what's happening. Um, I think that's the only thing I don't like about DAS is yeah, send to local. Send to local, okay. Right, market is selling off now. Why this is coming in? Okay. Still 4 minutes. So far, market is respecting the lower high. Let's see that when the market makes a lower low. How many? The question, okay, let me answer. How many of you see the structure before I identified for you? How many of you did you see? You can say yes or no, just on the chat. Can you guys hear me, right? Yeah, so do you see the name of the group LiveEdge? There is a one text box or the cloud kind of a picture. Just click on it and it will open the okay. It's breaking. Only 2 minutes. Come on, quickly respond and then we'll go. Seems like nobody because nobody messaging. So already structure is breaking. The question is now what is next is on the VWAP. Good luck, guys. No financial advice. 1 minute and 5 seconds. All right, good luck, guys. Few more seconds. So making a double bottom here at 2310, 21,310. Okay, market opens. First candle is green. Let's see what happened. The price is retesting the structure. Okay, retesting it. Look at this here. Let's see, does it break or fails here? So far is breaking. Another 8 seconds before 1 minute closes. Still holding the structure. Yeah, so rejecting. I can see the clear rejection, but I don't want to enter at this point. I wanted to wait for a better setup because this still the candle is not yet closed. It can easily squeeze back up and close above it. Rather, it is if people are shorting here, if it breaks, we can go long here to squeeze the initial short traders. So I'm gonna go very small size long 59.20 with the 4-point risk. 59.16 is my stop loss. I'm gonna try the small size. Not yet, not 59.20 yet. The only setup is that it might gonna squeeze those who have looked at the short pattern and went short here. So no entry yet. 59.20. That's good. So if NQ will jump, then it will take the ES upside too, but only if I'm only watching at this point ES for this entry, and later on we can decide for NQ, because if you look at the NQ, much more extended in 2 minutes time frame. Um, the only idea is that if it's squeeze, that could be a new high. Right now we're still in the range, um, so it's harder for us to take the range short when the market is so bullish. So wow, okay, in just a matter of few minutes, right? So remember 59.20. Okay, I'm long. I'm long. And if this is going to be our scalp one, we'll take the first profit towards the pre-market high because we are squeezing, there's a squeeze trade basically. NQ is already above the high. Okay, I took the partial. Let's see what happened next. I've lifted my stop loss on the break even now. If it squeeze continue, then we will make money. Come on, squeeze a little bit more, a little bit more. All right, I stopped out on my lift, but it's still a very profitable trade. We almost got 7 points, and it's a scalp trade. Okay, so not bad for the scalp trade. Quick in, quick out. How many of you taken with me? Uh, yeah, small profit, small, good man. So, couple of some Big Mac. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this sound or hear this sound or no? Okay, all right. So here you go. Your check fill is here. Is a duck fill basically. I don't have a chicken here. Anyways, I'm glad that we have the first. See, so this is the trade so though now I'm gonna give you more perspective. Okay, this trade is not to make profit. Okay, this trade is to build the cushion because when we're gonna try the short side, if it happens, then we even if we are wrong, we have a cushion. Okay, so don't think that this trade is for making money for today. This is just to build the cushion. And those who have not taken the trade with us, okay, so we'll still wait. So the idea is that this trade is not to make profit. This idea is to build the cushion. So now we have a cushion. We have a one good trade cushion. What we're going to do, we're going to use this cushion to enter for the short side once it happens. So even if we are wrong on the one time, we have a cushion. But cushion doesn't mean that we just take, uh, haywire entries. Okay, so market again rejected the pre-market high and tend to end is, look at this, these candles is failing now, um, and looks really good. I'm really tempting to take a short entry here. Um, see, so rejection, previous day high, pre-market. So I'm watching closely. Even though this is aggressive rejection, but I'm still not convinced for the short side, okay? So one more rejection, but I'm still not convinced for the short side yet. Even though it's a big rejection came in, so there might be possibility that another squeeze that it dumped it. New traders might have thinking this is the time to go short. They might have shorted it, and then there will be another squeeze comes in. So I'm not sure whether it's going to come another squeeze, but it seems like that the still pattern wise still not ready for short. We need to give a little bit more time. So I'm going to try a one short entry on NQ. Again, small size under 21370 with the 10 points risk. Okay. Very small risk, but we'll try. Under 21370. Not yet. Yes. I'm entered. Only 10-point risk. Not going to give too much room at this point. Come on, come on. So first target will be 21320, close to that. If it go into a direction, it's going right now, but still holding it. Not yet. I mean, still moving, but not really holding it here. And still the small size because I'm not structurally, uh, it's the front side trade. We're in the money, but not too much. This trade is easily can turn red. So see, move a little bit in a direction, then now moving back up again. Okay, here goes squeeze coming in. So don't give too much exposure, only 10 point. I'm still not stopped out. I'm gonna put the stop loss now, bring it closer, 21372. So I'm gonna lose almost 8 points. Uh, I was about to stop out. I am stopped out. The reason being only because it's not moving. Look at this. This is basically, remember this structure line, which was the initial structure we've identified. See, bouncing from here. So therefore, I was not convinced whether is going to be a rejection candle here or this is going to bounce. But if it fails back up again below this line, then we go with the heavy size uh, trade. You see that it's holding the structure. It's also holding the previous breakdown structure. So, but if this fails, then we can add. It might squeeze again here on the upside because structurally it's not ready yet. Okay, it's coming down now. It seems like now it's getting ready. Let's see. Can it break down? Not yet. Not yet. So under we can go under 21340. Okay, I'm already short. Still moving in a direction. So it seems like it's going to close the gap. Not yet close the gap. I've not taken the profit yet. I'm still letting run. I'm still letting it run. If you can get the breakdown under 21300 on the NQ. Letting it run. Letting it run. Letting it run. Letting it run. All right. I stopped out on, I took the profit in an excellent trade. I would just say that. Okay, I'm gonna look for one more trade because not enough. We'll look for a small bounce here. So guys, how many of you have taken the awesome trade with me? So I'm gonna take, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Awesome. It was a real account or funded account? The cash account? Oh, I see. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. 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 Awesome. I mean, that is really, really good to hear you guys. You guys are nailing. But no one else took it, just you? Awesome. So we had a gap closure now. The SPY is basically just closed the gap. Can we get just one leg down here? Come on. Come on, give me one leg down here. I basically did my SPX trade on the options. I want one leg down here on my XPX option. Come on this SPX to break here. Come on, don't pull back here. Basically SPY yesterday close is really holding it off. Come on, I can take the hit here. I want this to continue coming down. Come on, if SPY going to fail here is going to be really good failure. Come on, fail here. Come on. Come on, give it to me. Spike again. Come on. Come on. I think it's going down now. Come on. Just one spike down. Come on. Come on. Just one down. Come on, push. Don't, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I didn't like it. It's holding it. It's taking too long to break. I don't know whether I took the profit or it's taking too long. I think another 2 minutes. I think uh, it's just going to either spike up or down um, at 10 o'clock. I think either 10 o'clock is going to go up or down. This doesn't look good. I didn't like it so far. It's 4 minutes, 4 seconds to 10 o'clock. I basically closed out my position. I'm really not happy. And that's why I was not telling you to take this trade because it was the second move. Um, and so I basically turned into a break even. I lost the profit cushion what I had. Basically, my expectation was uh, to get the new level down, and therefore I basically re-entered. But that's fine. I'm still in the game. I um, If it's going to continue, give us the trend again, I will re-enter it. So it's went all the way to the VWAP. So my system a little bit slow now. I'm not sure about you guys. You guys are slow system as well. You see like a lot of data is loading at this point. Yeah. Right. So squeeze is coming back in. This is my last try. I'm in the trade, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stop out. Look like the squeeze is getting ready again. Let's wait a little bit more. I mean, still look at the 5 minutes, still really bearish. But these bottoming tails are really bothering. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Still making lower highs. So this is really ugly candles coming in. Come on, just break this prior to close, man. It's just unbelievable. It's not just pushing down. It's just gonna squeeze again. Why it seems like the market is stuck? Seems like the market is still the is basically lower highs, but the point is that we can't just wait too long. Come on. Okay, it's drop now. Come on, come on, come on, drop. Just one drop, man. Come on. I'm waiting for this. Come on. Come on. 3 days now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh man, come on. Really tired. Again, push up. Man, why? Oh man. No, I mean he's gonna squeeze me. I was in the money, now I'm out of money. Once just give me 1 second. Ah man, I stopped out. I had a big loss. I was just 1 second in the money and then now go ahead. You were saying something? I mean, it's going to break now. I mean, there's still the structure is lower high. It's just that the uh, temporarily is bouncing. Just wait few more minutes and it's going to break. What is the 100 SMA? What price it is? No, but what is that? The same prior day close? Okay, yeah. So yeah. I mean, this was a prior day close. I mean, it doesn't want to break. I mean, I got the max on my XPX position. I was green in the trade, but I wanted to a little bit more. And at one point I was very profitable and then just spiked back up. And so I will wait for to see that if it's now clearly breaking down, then we're gonna take it. Because if you look at it here, the price has just been consolidating now. Um, and now uh, it could be anything, right? It's just is if you look at it essentially, despite you see that the NQ is driving, but what is holding is basically is the SPY. SPY doesn't want to go red, and NQ was so strong that the NQ didn't even test the prior day close. So if you look, yeah, yeah, a lot of orders there, exactly. So we need to wait. We need to wait for these orders to clear. So we'll wait. So yeah. So I am red. Hopefully you guys not red because I didn't call out that trade for you guys. So or any of you have traded with me as well, those trades. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, still the structure is lower high. So if you look at it again, the NQ is now rejecting, right? And E is also rejected here. The structure is lower high, and it's just we'll wait for this time to close it. Um, that's interesting, huh? What about the SPX? SPY, look at the SPY. Or I mean the ES. He's still holding the prior day close. The SPY is turning red now. Let's see. Let the SPY close the below the pre. Um, Another 15 seconds. Okay, I think like ES is breaking down now. I mean, everything is. I mean, NQ. Look at the bottoming tails, man. This is just a chow. Okay, I'm not taking any more trade. I'm already red. Oh man, I was what a profitable day I had, man. I just lost it. I was wanted to yesterday when the same thing happened. I wanted to make a little bit more. Today I also so greed is killing me from last 2 days. I mean, it's not a greed, it's a real setup. Basically, this setup is basically uh, this setup is basically give you 1:8 risk reward. But sometimes you just need to take more than one attempt. So analyze the overnight session, right? So just like the London session is basically, I think from the 2 p.m. to the 8 a.m. on Eastern time. So you always look at this pre-market data to analyze what's happened. So we know it's a consolidation happened, and as we said that the unless the ES break below 58.96, it's going to be harder for us to take the short trade, and market's still within the same chop range. So. Um, so yes, we look at it. Yeah, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. I think it's sometime 11 and sometime I think 12, given depending on the sunlight. But 11 a.m. is I think the right. Um, that's why you see a lot of times you see a big moves come in after 11 when London traders get stuck and uh, intraday traders they need to close their position, and then once they clean the position, their order flow is out. uh, that's where that's where the market take the direction. So I'm not happy. I'm red, but still the day is here. We can wait. If we can clearly see the breakdown, then we can take one more trade. But if not, then um, mm, yeah, and I think that's exactly what happening because look at this consolidation. Unless we don't break this consolidation, because this consolidation means that either someone is winding down this position there's something happening. There's a consolidation. Either they're resetting their trades, or they're going long, or they're going short, whatever. They wanted to reset at this level, and therefore you see a long consolidation. So now again coming down. Really, really huge candles coming in. Yeah, I think it's all about this range. See, look at this. SPY is in this range, and NQ is still green. So NQ is still green even in the overnight session. SPY at least uh, turned red onto the overnight session, but ES is still NQ is still green, and a lot of chops coming in here. So yeah, it's a 50-50 trade now. Maybe I think that it need another 15-20 minutes just to uh, finalize this direction. It's still lower high structure. Market is coming down, but the range of the candles range is really big. Well, I'm very tired now, and you get more tired when you have a red trade. So still the weakness in the market, but it's just that the range is not breaking down. It could be two. It's gonna to happen two things either. Now this consolidation will lead another rally. Okay, it's gonna squeeze, or it going to break down. I don't think so. It's gonna, and I don't think so. It's going to, yeah, and I don't think it's gonna continue. See, NVIDIA is already downside. Tesla is on the close to the over the highs. Meta is close to the prior day close. So so profit taking has already begun. It's just that when the SPY is going to react. Can see is again rejection on the ES. We really want this range to break 1596. See now, this is the first candle is starting below the overnight session. This is the first candle. Okay. So we need to see now what's next happen here. Yeah, I think there's a lot of orders close to this zone. Another 10 minutes before 10:30. So now it's just see range of the candle of a 1 minute is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. This means that the volatility is squeezing now. But SPY is still holding above the Friday close, same as 1Q. If today is not the day, maybe tomorrow. See, the only thing I like about it right now is that uh, the the candle size is shrinking. We're still bottoming tails. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trading. I'm already red. Look at this bizarre scandal. So there's always saying that if it's not gonna break, it's just gonna go on upside. Maybe today is not a day to break down. Tesla again sell off. Tesla is at came down at the low of the day. So I mean, it seems like the people, the institutions are taking position, and the position is basically like let's look and see here. It can easily go rally to the 6,000 and then come back down. You never know. Downside orders are ready. Everyone wants to take profit, but everyone is waiting for other person to take first. You know, so once they start taking profit, that's where you're gonna see a strong pullback. Right now, it's really sideway consolidation. Worst thing can happen here. Seems somebody's messaging. Okay, bye, Manjri. All right. Okay, I'm gonna basically end the Zoom. I'm gonna